like Bukayo Saka. I was so low, but I learned how to fly. Can you believe I was a road runner? I was confined in the dragon's den. I could still breathe with no oxygen. Look what I built from a xeno of light. Deep in the cold, I was really outside. Lord told me read, so I took his advice. I'm blessed, now I can bring visions to life. Organically, I'm a G. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Bouger, bouger, bouger. That chocolate or body. Darling, if you know up, you cannot get jiggy. Allergy, 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 allergy. She wanna jiggy, I give her jiggy, she wanna jiggy, I give her jiggy.
Cherry tree, I cherish you, yeah, you're so sweet to me. Oh yeah, I always find my way back right under you, bringing me back to life with your fruit. Cherry tree, oh yeah, I always know that I can find you here, yeah. You keep me with a grip from ear to ear, always sense. If I could be just like your leaves, sun-kissed dreams inside my mind won't go away. If I could be just like your leaves, sun-kissed dreams inside my mind won't go away.
No lie, you like me. Your fruit so right, sweet tree roots run deep, high up, but you never.
Look down on me, look down on me, look down on me. Know you love me, it's yours. Look down on me, look down on me, look down on me. Know you love me, it's yours. Cherry tree, I cherish you, yeah, you're so sweet to me. Oh yeah, I always find my way back right under you, bringing me back to life with you. Cherry tree, oh yeah, I always know that I can find you here, yeah.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, ready to get underway. Here's Tommy Pham. Late swing, fouled off. Swung on, belted. Going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Ryan Reynolds here. Reynolds, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Here's a high chopper. Awesome play there. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Going one.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. here at Chavez Ravine. Mookie Betts will get us started. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there. You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. This one in the air, center field. Cruz under this one. Nabs it, and there's 2 down. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Not many hitters go up there looking for an 0-0 breaking ball, but a good way for the pitcher to get ahead in the count.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. That is the inning. Second inning set to go. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Snell back to work. On the ground to third. Throw on to Freeman. 1 out in the second. This is Joey Bart. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Here's the tag, and he's out.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Two out, space is empty. Snellzilla picks up the strikeout. Back here in L.A., bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-1's the count.
This to third, pays. Tosses to first, and quickly one away in the second. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Foul ball there. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. And ball 1.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That was the emergency hack right there.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. One gone, runner at first. Max Muncy will hit next. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That misses the zone. Full count, 3-2. And he shatters his bat on the ground to short. In there safely. 2 on, 1 out. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one close, rule the ball. And that's ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
That's down and in.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And that's ripped for a base hit. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. And he's out. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. Swinging a foul out of play. Snell, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a slider.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man on base to start the inning. So digging in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And a pitch out, but nothing going on.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop.
There goes the runner. And it's fouled off.
Ball 2.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Runner goes again. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw into third. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make it.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner around third. The run scores from second, and they lead by 2.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. Swing and he breaks his bat. And a foul ball.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Now a fly ball to right center. Pages makes the catch. To second with the throw. No chance to get back. It's a double play. Bottom of the inning. Now it's going to be Will Smith.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one's back, and it's off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
Andy Pages now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Line drive, base hit, headed for the plate. The relay throw, he's safe. It's 2-1.
Well done, drives in the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
That's outside. 1-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, 1 down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Little chopper rolls foul. Man at first, 1 away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Back to first, and he's safe.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
1 ball,
Pablo Sandoval.
2 strike.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And here's Freddie Freeman. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, right side. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. First and second, 2 outs. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Zips it to first, and Hernandez is out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's Kutch to the dish. Late on that fastball.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's the catcher, Joey Bart. Grounded out his first time.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Cruz leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Out to center. Pages on the move. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Billy Cook getting ready to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. Cook, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next offering is fouled back. Runner on the go. Pitch is high.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Here comes Max Muncy. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. A little bit low. 1-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1-0-1 on the gun. Swing and a
I got
miss.
a ball, 1 strike.
Double play ball to second. There's 1.
He's out.
Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Conforto in the box now. Takes strike 1. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Now 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And now it's even up.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
The high heat, too much on that one. The batter now will be Will Smith. Doubled his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
All 1's the count.
Muncy off of first with 2 away. Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Line to left. Sliding, and he makes the catch. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's a speed threat, Billy Cook. Snell back to work. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Bats up with it. Fires to first on the run, and he's safe at first.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Gonzalez swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times.
Runner takes off, pitches high. The throw, tag, and he's out. 1 out, base is empty. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Conforto makes the play. Runner tags at second. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Doubled in his first AB. Swinging a foul straight back.
Healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
2 outs and a runner at third, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pages. That one at triple digits.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strike. Strikes. You're doing that, you can have a really good day out there on the mound.
On the ground to third, Pace. Sends it across to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Mookie Betts now. 0 for 2 in this one. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. This to center field. Cruz running hard to get it. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Man at second. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Bart collects, fires to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Joey Wentz.
Still a lot of game left.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch outside.
1-0.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
In the air, right field. coming on is Pham to make the play, and that is the inning. Back here in L.A., and now Tommy Pham. Swings through that one for strike one.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Fires over to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
O'Neill Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 2. That's inside.
That's inside.
2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the sixth. Strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Missed with a changeup. Ball one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And there's a hit. Off to a good start for the leadoff knock.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
1-0.
Edman up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here comes Max Muncy. On the outside corner, 0-1. Ball one there. So now 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Gonzalez over to Connor Falefa. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. All set for the start. The inning. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Andrew McCutchen. Late with the swing there. Yates, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider.
2 strikes.
Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's into second with nobody out. Here's the catcher to hit, Joey Bart. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. Cook Now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
One's the count.
Brother takes off. Conforto. And he makes the catch. And there are two down. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. Swing and a ball line to center. Pages right there to make the grab. And that is that. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Michael Conforto. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-1.
And right back to the mound. And one away in the bottom of the seventh. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Tapped in front of the plate. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out. And now the center fielder, Andy Pages. Here he is in a spot where he makes most of his money against left-handed pitching. Shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
To third, Hayes. Fires across the diamond, and the Dodgers are set down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the eighth. Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Fought off foul. May fires. Tap foul at the plate. Struck him out swinging. Gassed it right by him. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, the next Pirate to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. Stretches out and hauls it in. Now it's the right fielder, Tommy Pham. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one found hard the other way. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Conforto makes the play, and it's out number 3. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Mookie Betts. Wentz back to work. That one outside, and that's ball 1. Swings and chases a low one there.
1-1.
And the count 1-2. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's ball 2.
Ground ball left side,
foul ball.
And that's just foul. Line drive, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift on.
Ohtani swings through it for strike 1. And that one fouled off. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
That's a really good take.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Known for his late inning heroics. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. And that one is inside ball 1. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Runner goes again. Got him swinging.
If you're a hitter, you can't go back to the dugout and say, man, I should have hit that pitch. You got to say, you know what, he made a great pitch, but next time up, he's going to make a mistake, and I'm going to be on it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The tying run is 90 feet away. And now the count is even. That one is upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan Reynolds. Headed towards the corner. Conforto on the move towards the line. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. O'Neal Cruz now at the plate.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Look out. And it hit him.
That's one of those lookout pitches. As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, you start bracing for impact, knowing that it's going to be hard to get out of the way of that one.
Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, Andrew McCutchen. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
Bart, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. 1-run game here at the top of the 9th. Runners on the move. Throw to third. Too late. Safe. Double steal. And Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play, and he takes it himself for the out. Billy Cook, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count. No, he beat it.
And that is that. And we're back. So bottom of the 9th. New pitcher on now, Dennis Santana.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Hayes under it. And there's one away. He's 2 outs away. Michael Conforto will climb in. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Nope.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
2-2 now.
The tying run at the plate. That one lifted to left. Reynolds trying to get there. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from first. The relay to second. So last chance for the Dodgers. Will Smith digs in now. Hard hit right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Pirates claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game. And when you have a low-scoring game, it's imperative that the players stay on their toes, ready to make plays behind their pitcher. And they did exactly that. It's an excellent win. Everyone goes in the clubhouse feeling really good about themselves.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
What up, y'all? Yeah. Y'all ain't know. I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco. Representing that first and 15. Yeah. And this one right here. I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kick flip he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. So we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And away he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come sit with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Boston Red Sox. Ready to go? So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. Fouled off down the right side. And that is out of play. Bounce to the left side. Bregman whips it across. And an easy out to start the game. Luis Rengifo will hit next. A switch hitter batting right. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for two. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Hamilton. 2 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back at Truist Park, and on the hill in this one, Yusei Kikuchi.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. 1 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up. Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
2 outs, base is empty. Alex Bregman, the next to hit. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Now batting Tristan Casas. And first offering is fouled off. Casas throws right, bats left. 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. And it finds its way through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back base hits. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Fires over to first. And that is the inning. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. So in now for the Angels, Yoan Moncada. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Logan O'Hoppe now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No ball.
Moncada over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there. Here's Joe Adell. Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
0-1.
It's 0-1. In the dirt. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Kikuchi back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It's 0-1.
That one fouled off. And a pitch. That's out to center field. Adele moves under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Stepping in, Connor Wong. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That one the other way. Rengifo gets it to first. Gets the catcher by a step. David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. On the ground to the left. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now here is Ceddanne Rafaela.
Yeah.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. 2 outs. Swing and a bouncer towards third. And that chance handled. Throw in the dirt, and he can't come up with it. Now batting Jarren Duran. He popped out his first time. Just missed.
That's the ball.
And that one misses up and in. And now 2-0. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Base hit and a run in to score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And a swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back on to the third inning. The batter now, Kevin Newman. Rafaela under it. One up, one down. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a miss. Wow. Strike one.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Slice down the right side. 1 out, bases empty.
One ball, 2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Lifted in the air, right field. Abreu makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Rengifo, doubled his first time up. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Brings it in for the third out. Set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Out to short, Newman. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. And here's the catcher, Connor Wong. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
That misses.
That's a ball.
1-2 the count.
Recognize that
1-2.
changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The other way. Puts it away for the out. 2 down, bases empty. And next for the Red Sox, David Hamilton. A single and a run scored and a walk. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Ward hauls it in to end the inning. Back at Truist Park, start of the fourth. Here's Mike Trout. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Trout in his 14th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Here is Yoan Moncada. That one pushed foul.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 1 out and a runner at second. Ground ball up the middle. And a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag out. So, man aboard. Here's the power hitting catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Back to the mound. He's got it. Slings to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here in Atlanta, ready to go, bottom 4. So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Jarren Duran now at the plate. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it.
Zips it across, and Devers is set down. Here's Alex Bregman. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. There's the ball. Duran on third with 2 outs. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 5-0. So 2 down. Triston Casas up next for the Red Sox. Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen. This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it. Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Story now. Both 2 in the. This one. Number 57 comes on now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
In the dirt, blocked. And that one fouled off. And a 1-1. And a foul ball. Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. 1 run across. Adele quickly gets it back in. Runner holds it third, so just 1 across on the play. At the plate, Wilyer Abreu. And he grounds 1 to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. Hit hard, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Kevin Newman. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. In the air, right side. Abreu puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating.
Runner on the go. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Bottom of the inning. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center, and there's 1 down. David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. He is singled and he is flied to left.
kiss away all your problems, asleep on the couch. I'll make my own lemonade. Then we go up the drive, through the door, cut my hair on the kitchen floor. Back of mine, you're better off alone. So don't